Hi Nagesh, how are you? How is life going?
Yeah, going good. Post-pandemic, we are recovering fast in our industry.
Okay, great. So, could you please tell me something about yourself?
Yeah. Uh, Actually, basically, I'm from Karnataka, India.
Hmm?
So, born and brought up in a Belgaum district. Just a minute. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, no problem.
I'll just mute my audio. Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
Uh, so I have completed my MBA from IIBMS Mumbai.
hmm?
So post that from 2003, I started my journey into manufacturing sectors. So I started working with manufacturing one of sugar, power, and distillery unit, which was my initial career. I started as an admin guy. Plant. I was handling plant administration and HR. So I worked in one of the industry called Renuka Sugars, which was my mother starting unit, wherein gradually from administration I moved to HR and I started doing all the HR things. So after 9 years of my successful career there, I chipped into a petrochemical industry again in Karnataka, where I was handling plant HR administration, licensing part, as well as statutory compliances. So I was handling around 8,000 employees there. So I was reporting to the corporate office, which was located in Mumbai, and I was at the plant location, single independently handled. So once that industry was actually a petrochemical industry, a Japanese company I was associated with, Toyo Engineering. So after completion of that project, I was being posted to Rajasthan, which I was not keen interested to move on because recently I had got married. So I got work again in the same my hometown. Again back switched to sugar industry, sugar and power industry, wherein I again continued to work for 6 years. Then gradually I started working with many other industries. Like I was also being associated in automobile sectors, then textile industry. Then I was overseas for a period of 9 months. I was in Lagos, Nigeria, on a project based. So I completed the project successfully, wherein I was given a key challenge to build the company process, systems, and SOPs, policies, and everything. So I did it in a very record time of around 8 months. Then I was back to India after my completion of project. So currently, I'm associated with one of the group of industries which is into tower manufacturing, that is power sectors, as well as they have multiple units. I am heading group HR, medical device manufacturing industry as well. So currently, I'm associated here as a group HR and admin function. This is all about me. And on the family upfront, I am married, blessed with two kids. Elder son is now fifth standard, and my daughter she is still in a nursery preschooling.
Okay, great to know. So, my first question would be: have you ever had to build compensation package, and how were these structured? If you do that,
In CNB, you are saying compensation and benefits, right?
yes.
Yeah. So in our current industry, earlier there was no CNB policy in place. So when I chipped in last year, so I designed a CNB pattern right from the operators to the managers level, wherein I did the market survey of my local area, the competent industries, and the local industries which were situated in my neighboring cities. So I took the data of the remunerations of all the category wise. Then amicably we had designed a pattern with experience wise, education wise, how the salary band should work.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hello. Yeah. Are you getting?
Yes, maybe
Yeah.
I missed some point. Anyway, so do you do job evaluation when you structure or make a compensation plan?
Yeah, evaluation is done. We have a budgeting forecast, So any recruitments or any our HR function is completely been monitored over budgeting system. So at the year financial year beginning, we do the budgeting systems. So wherein my recruitment plan, my compensation benefit plan, everything is been given in advance. So that has been reviewed during my KRA assessment every 6 months.
Okay. Okay. So when detail, for example, you are going to uh, fix a salary structure of a human
Mhm.
resource manager, for example, and
Okay.
you are also going to fix a salary structure of a sales manager or maybe a manufacturing manager. Okay,
Right.
so how do you distinguish these three job role? What will you
Yeah.
consider while determining their salary range or something like that? What is you what will be the
Yeah,
strategy?
yeah. So strategy is again the same thing, doing the markets survey. So neighboring industries. So since you are saying there are three structures to be created, one is for human resources, one is for sales and marketing, and one more is for the operations guys, correct? So that is
Yeah,
what you want to ask.
yeah.
Yeah. So for operations, again, the technicality will come in place wherein we have a structure for technical and non-technical people, wherein marketing and HR admin, accounts and everything people, these all come into a non-technical bands, and operations, then production and everything, maintenance and all, they come into technical part. So we are distinguished in two areas. So the criteria is defined like this, ki, yeah, the non like what do you say? Sorry, give me a minute.
Okay.
So the non-technical people, we have set of bands created over in our system. So again, depends on the market survey. It depends on the market survey what we have done. So we take on 6 to 7 industries pattern. What will be the non-technical person's salary? So we'll correlate with our company structure and we balance it accordingly.
Okay. So how do you how do you prepare human resource plan?
Come again, sorry, your question.
My question is, how do you do manpower planning or something like human resource plan of your organization?
Yeah, entire organization you are saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, again, this will be again purely on based on the financial year budget starting from April. So we our financial is from April to March. So in the February of the current year, we start doing the budgeting system, wherein each department HOD we used to meet them and get the proper data in the sense it is done a micro budgeting in terms of manpower, wherein each machine wise, section wise, how much manpower is required, what level of skill is required. So we do all those metrics in advance. So once that is been consolidated, we present it to the management. Yeah, this is my year forecast manpower planning section wise.
Okay, so everything is done by the supervisors or department heads, right? So they actually do everything, and you just present it to the management according to their
No, no, no. It
requirement.
is not like that. No, it is not like that. In our case, HR is purely who initiates these things in the quarter in the start of the financial year. So he sits with each HODs and makes them understand what is my last year scenario, and for current what is my scenario. Have we made any expansions in our infrastructure? So accordingly, it has been designed. So each design has their own pattern and forms to be filled with respect to the machine wise. So accordingly, that assessment has been done. So it is not like that ki the HODs of the respective department will fill the form and give it. It is in front of HR. HR will sit and analyze whether this position is required. and if required, what is the level of skill is required. It is to be analyzed by the HR and he will certify it.
Okay, so for example, one department head is suddenly asking that he there are some increasing workloads or something like that. That's why he wants to recruit more people. For example, last year it was uh, 5 people. Now he wants 2 additional people to cover the increasing load, and his target has been increased by the management. So in that situation, how do you verify that he
No, actually,
need?
what we do is, yeah, I got your point. So what we do is initially the budget what we have, we do not exceed it. Second part is while doing the budget itself, we have our own targets been cleared. What will be my monthly targets? What will be my
Your
production? So
voice is little low. I don't know, is it network issue or do you have any?
no, now it is okay.
It's okay now, it's okay now, but sometimes it
Yeah.
goes down. That's why I'm saying. Anyway, please.
Oh, probably network issue. No problem.
Okay.
It is done even when if the budgeting is done, even if the production people or maintenance people need additional manpower. So it is given on a limited basis, not on the permanent structure. Because when we do the budgeting, so it is done initially based on the production plan. So it is not like if all of a sudden in for some cases, if any manpowers are required, again they have to get it a deviation approval form, which is MPR, manpower requisition form, which will be duly certified by the HR and then management, approved by management. We have a system of filling the MPR forms, manpower requisition forms.
Okay. So what is your recruiting strategy? How do you like to recruit people? What is your strategy to retain talent or attract new talent? What do you do?
Sir, in my case, I more focus on the retention plans of the current employees. So there are a lot of retention programs been introduced when I chipped in here. So recruitment, yeah, of course we go flow with recruitment also. Internal referrals are be done, and if there are fitment chart, we have also. So if there is any openings in our organization, and if we see if any of our group person is matching to that skill and education and everything, yes, we do the re-interview of those such person who can be posted onto that this thing. This is one part. Second, hiring strategy. Yeah, again, we do have a budgeting system for what I told you, which works on completely on the budget. So each and every position is been screened and through a local advertisement portal. So we screen candidates through that. I mean, we hire talents through recruitment portals.
Okay, so do you screen candidates or some other person, maybe some of the subordinates, some of your subordinates do that part?
No, sir. I have my recruiter who is assisting me. She is an assistant manager role. She is working with me, and she screens the profiles. And first levels is our HR round is done.
Hmm.
So at the second stage, HR head, that is me, I will discuss. I'll interact with the candidate, and will be taken to the next technical rounds.
Okay, so for example, when there is a HR round, when it comes to you, so how do
Yeah.
you handle? What kind of questions do you ask, and how do you ensure that this is the right fit?
So basically, we have a JD in place prepared earlier for the position. So based on that, we screen the candidates. So once it is on my table, I do understand the candidate right from his family background, how he is going to switch to my place, why what add-on benefits he will give it to my company when I am recruiting him. So what are key challenges he has handled in his previous organizations, and I go by case examples. I'll give them some case studies verbally, and they will come on with.
Okay. So do you have any idea, or I'm sure you have the idea, but I want to know, have you ever conducted any kind of program in the assessment center? Like, did you
Ye-
initiate anything like that, or you already have?
Yeah, we have done mass recruitments. Okay, so campus recruitments we have done. So job melas we have conducted, wherein in my previous organization in textile industry we were having around 12,000 employees. So the daily recruitment, the attrition level for 12,000 employees, even if it was considered for 5% also, it was around somewhere 300 employees per month. So it was a big unit. So we were conducting mass recruitments, going to the skill centers, recruiting their skills and everything.
Okay, so you are dealing with a lot of employees, like as you are saying, 8,000 to 12,000, like this. So so how do you face any challenge in recruiting technical, like operators, as you are working with manufacturing organization? So there are a lot of issues, like uh, uh, hiring or attracting worker type employees, and to retain them. So there are a lot of challenges are there. As I have some experience in working with manufacturing industry. So do you face any kind of challenge? What kind of challenges
Yeah,
do you
of
face?
course. Yeah, of course. We have a lot of challenges in terms of hiring the talents at the operator levels. Since I can share my example with my previous organization where I was handling 12,000 employees. We don't get raw people, trained people from the market with who can come and start from day one. So what we had planned is we had a good training and development center wherein it has an accommodation capacity of more than 70 people. So we used to recruit freshers from the college campuses or the skill India level. We hire them, we pay them on a stipend basis. We train them to according to our level. First initial 15 days, it was a classroom training. Then at another 15 days was an on-job training, that is OJT training. So once that OJT is completed, then they will be deployed at the certain level of operations. That is how we used to handle the talents, acquiring the talents in mass recruitment, I can say.
Okay, so could you please tell me your experience about managing training of your employees?
Training about my employees, right?
Yes, the total training management.
Yeah. So training again, training and development. I am heading the department. So every year we used to prepare a training calendar based on the training identification done with the HODs on the shop floor and for the managerial category. So we more focus on to the shop floor people trainings. So a lot of trainings have been conducted, technically behavioral trainings we are giving. The calendar is completely free for the year, and we act accordingly. Like ISO standards come into place, Six Sigma comes into place. So 7QC tools comes into place for the shop floor people. So a lot of training we keep on doing
still
every year.
still very low. Your voice is very low.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
Okay.
So training and development, we have a calendar prepared every year.
Hmm.
Okay, so this has been followed religiously for the shop floor people as well as for the managerial people. So we more concentrate on shop floor people for the operator level, wherein all these technical trainings are being given. So we do have internal trainers as well as we also have some of the external trainers.
Okay, so I understand that you have some kind of training plan. You do it and you uh, conduct it. So I would like to know, how do you assess the need of training, and how do you uh, assess the effectiveness of a training program?
Yeah. So we discuss with each HOD. So once the candidate, so I can come up with a example. Where we if we hire any candidate, a new joinees come into place. So that's what again we put him into a classroom training. Then OJT has been given. After OJT completion, we do their written test as well as the interview is again been done after 1 month, 30 days of completion. Then evaluation form is there wherein the evaluation is done by the reporting manager as in front of HR. Interview will be done again with respect to his training. Then we issue him a qualification card wherein each in that qualification card we are mentioning them what all machine he is being able to understand and operate the what all machines he will be operating in next 1 year. So that all are being ticked in that qualification card. It's a format, ID card for sized format. In that, all machines are being mentioned, and we tick it. So that qualification card is issued to that particular employee. Again, effectiveness from for the operator level, we cannot. I cannot say ki yes, the effectiveness has not been assessed, but we do assessment from supervisors and managers because operators doesn't have that mentality to write it down what type of training is been given. So we do assess and we issue them the qualification card from the reporting manager.
Okay, that's all about the operator level. So what do you do when it comes to managerial or executive level?
Yeah. So executive level again during the appraisal process, we discuss about the training lagging. So last year, what were the KRAs and where he was lagging. So what made him push to come down with the scoring rate. So we do analyze that with his immediate manager. Again, the competency mapping has been done. So based on that, we finalize his training need identification. Accordingly, it has been planned and imparted into his training calendar.
Because how do you do competency map?
It is based on their competency mapping is done. We do interview after every year. We do competency mapping of each candidate. So once we hire a candidate, we go with their resume and compare with a JD. What all skills are required for my particular area of job. So that skills have been mentioned in advanced, which has been a standard template for each positions. So we assess that candidate where he is fitting in with the superior managers. So if the rating is below 7 or 6, what we have a criteria now, so he will be put into a training of those areas. If he is scoring more than 7, then yeah, yearly periodic assessments or refreshment training will be given to that candidate.
Okay, great. So do you do succession planning?
Succession planning is being given at the growth. See, any candidate is joining, we show him a career path at the in the offer letter itself. We tell him currently you are working here and this is your growth path, and here is how you can go. So for operator level, we do the written test every year. We assess the people based on their key what they are working on to which profiles they are working. If my operator is working on some machine and I want to upgrade that skill to the QC level, QC inspector or QC inspection level. So I do set of questions which are basic things for him to understand the system and come into picture where I can put him into a succession planning and upgrade his skill level.
So can you tell me the uh, idea of succession planning? Actually, I am a bit confused. I didn't get what you were actually saying regarding succession planning. Can you
Okay.
please tell me what do you understand by succession planning?
So that is what again where the succession planning is done again with the industry wherein my existing employees are working who are competent enough based and being under calibered in working status. So those people have been upgraded based on their skills, and we do every year the assessments for this.
I think you should check, but succession is not like that. What you are saying, anyway. So, how do you do performance evaluation of your employees?
Yeah, we have a objective management method over here. So each and every employee has been given a set of KRAs and KPIs. So accordingly, that reporting manager puts into weightage. So every 6 months we do assess them, and that has been done how KRAs. It is purely on the target and metrics based.
Okay, so what was your KPI last year?
My KPI was the absenteeism ratio was my key KPI. Second one, my attrition rate should not be more than 5%. And third one was there should not be any stoppage in the shop floor due to the manpower issue
Hello,
or any.
again,
Yeah,
maybe your mic is not, you are not.
1 minute.
Hello?
I don't know what is the problem. Hello. Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly now.
Yeah, I think there is some
Yeah,
trouble with the mic.
yes, now it's okay. Maybe sometime it's not working. Anyway, so
Yes.
please continue what you were saying.
Uh, yeah, you repeat me your question once again.
My question was actually the way, how do you actually, like, what was your KPI last year? That was my question.
Okay, so my key KPI was absenteeism ratio control. Okay, so second was there should not be any stoppage in the production or the plant due to the manpower.
Hmm?
This was my second KRA. Third one was second KPI. Third one was uh, due to any local. We had some local issues here with the local administrations and all. So that was my third KRA with the local administration. There should not be any stoppages in the plant. We didn't have any. So then the fourth was statutory compliances, wherein there should not be any zero error in the compliances part. That was my another KRA. Fourth one was recruitment of positions lead time within the lead times. Like operator, which it was for 45 days, and for operator and above, like executives and above, it was 60 days for us, which was comfortably achieved.
Okay, so can you tell me something about the compliance part you were taking care, like what kind of compliance activities are involved with your HR functions?
See, as a HR head, I am taking care of complete factory compliances with respect to the licenses part, then annual returns. Licenses part are more in the sense of pollution control board, then factory authorities, labor department. So again, the apprenticeship acts and all. So we deal with these statutory compliances.
Okay, so do you face audit, compliance audit or ISO audit like this?
Yeah, ISO audit we face regularly. So ISO audit is there. SGP surveillance, so supplier guidance principle audit I have faced. I have faced medical device 13485 audit. So audit is been handled by us with respect
So
to the HR function.
do you, are you any do you have any certification in social compliance related like S8000 or
I am certified SGS certified auditor for internal auditor for FSMS, where I was, which is a food manufacturing industry. I was certified there.
okay,
Apart from that, I have several other training certifications for with respect to contract labor management, then HRIMS skills. So I have multiple other certifications. I was
okay,
also certified with the QMS lead auditor, quality
okay,
management system.
okay, great. Okay, so what is your plan, future plan? Could you please tell us?
Yeah, sir. Actually, I started my career in 2003. So initial, I had a lot of hiccups to stabilize my career into a good organizations. So I stepped in an organization which took me a lot of. I learned a lot of things there, in and out, licensing, HR, administration, each and everything I learned there. So now I have come into a stage where I'm running 42 age. My family is settled and my kids are going to school. So I am looking for a comfortable industry to take it forward. Yeah, of course, I like to work in a challenging environment. So I like to accept challenges, wherein which is being proved in my resume. I took challenges for my overseas appointments also, which was completed in a record time.
Okay, Mr. Nagesh, thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
this interview session. So, so this is the first round of this interview. So
yeah,
once you were shortlisted here, you'll be contacted for the second round of the interview. Okay, Nagesh, thank you again for
okay.
your participation.
Yeah. Thank you, Shivaji. Yeah,
I wish you
bye bye.
best of luck. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.